Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to read another Your Boy fanfic. Rhododendrons Mean Danger. Summary. You know the drill. You die and you get isekai'd into the world of your boyfriend. Oh, you're not YN? No. Seems like you're reincarnated as a background character. So why is Peter outside your apartment? MC is not YN. Chapter 1, Your Redemptions. The MC is not YN, they're referred as your name, and YN is literally called YN. Chapter 2, Dying. You found yourself floating adrift in the darkness, laying weightless and aimless. Is it really it? You wonder, dying? Fragments of memory come rushing back. The screech of tires, headlights closing in too fast. The decisive step you took off the sidewalk, ready to let it all in. A sharp, throbbing pain blooms in your skull. Christ, your head hurts, you think. Stage hums dully at the front of your brain. Yeah, getting hit by a car does that, you snort to yourself. But something shifts. Slowly, you begin to feel heavier. Like you're being teetered back to something solid. Your senses stir. Your ears pick up bird songs and the whispers of a soft breeze behind your eyelids. Sunlight begins to seep through, casts hazy spots in the darkness. Is this the afterlife? Your body starts to respond, sluggish at first. You flex your fingers. The texture beneath you become more defined. Feels like a bench. You realize, palms brushing its surface as the void retreats, leaving you stranded in the particular in between. You still yourself. It takes a moment, but you force your eyes open. Blurry shapes come into focus and you blink rapidly. The world around you sharpens, greens, blues of the park, trees swaying gently, and jogging paths sneaking nearby. You glance down, a bench, your body, you're alive, or at least you feel alive. But something about this place gnaws at your edge of your mind. It's familiar, actually so. Have I been here before? No, you can't. It could have. So, what, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? Your breath catches. The voice, no. You whip your head around, scanning for its source. It just seems kind of odd. The voice continues. Casual but unsettling. For you to be sitting here all alone like this, and so far away from the jogging track. It's coming from somewhere behind you. A hedge separates you from the speaker. But you know, why the protagonist of your favorite game must be behind you. The realization hits like a chuck. You've been reincarnated into a game, your favorite game, and you're just a background character. That thought sinks in, heavy and cold. Not any different from my last life, you think bitterly. Unapporn, visible, unwon. You sit stiffly, listening to YN, running through the game's opening dialogue. You play the scene so many times, you could recite it in your sleep. Part of you itches, an ugly, hollow longing for not being stubborn as a protagonist, for not being reborn as a protagonist. But maybe that's a blessing. You rationalize. If I'm not YN, I don't have to deal with a psycho stalker. Peter. Your stomach twists at the thought of him. You love Peter's character and theory. The obsession, the intensity. But it's different when you're here. When the threat is real. Better a background character than a victim, you tell yourself. Speaking of characters, you glance down at your hands, now with 4 fingers each. With skin monochrome gray, you run your hands over your hair, your face, your clothes. Same piercings, same hair, and still you. But not quite. What? No. Wyan harshly rejects him. He starts to drone out the conversation. You have a sticky feeling of how this route was going to go, but that's not your problem, right? As your fingers brush against your pocket, you feel something unsolid, a phone. Your life tickles in. It tickles in. You find it unlocked. But navigating its home screen is an awkward ordeal. Everything has a strange, uncanny name. Your tube? Really? Still, you've managed to find a Maps app. 2 saved locations catch your eye, home and work. Your chest loosens slightly. At least you have a life here. Or something resembling one. You zoom in on the map, squinting at the details. A flower shop? That's your workplace? Apparently. Your home, just a few blocks away, is marked in the opposite direction of Wyan and Peter. Small victories. If you can just avoid the game's main cast, you can survive. Maybe even start fresh. Don't get ahead of yourself, you tried. First, find your apartment. Setting up the GPS, you follow the robotic voice instructions. The walk, miserably short, only 10 minutes. You rise from the bench, shaking off the lingering dizziness, and start towards your supposed home. You're too preoccupied with your thoughts to notice the cerulean eyes watching you from far down the path. In 5 feet, take a left, right to your apartment. You've been getting a little distracted, partially following the GPS, practically sightseeing. Trying to familiarize yourself with your surroundings, the walk was uneventful. Though you passed by the flower shop, where you supposedly worked, a cute little place, quaint, humid, and floral in the best way. The person behind the counter had caught your eye, waving at you like they knew you. You froze for a moment before awkwardly returning the gesture. And act naturally, you thought. Easier said than done. Social cues are already hard enough, but now you were pretending to be someone you didn't even know. Maybe that could be good, though. A chance to play the person you always wanted to be. Fake it until you make it right. The bell over the shop door jingled as the employee stepped outside. Hey, your name, right? You're the new hire. Play along. Yeah, sorry, you said, forcing a polite smile. You always been good at faking those. We just memorized the walk from my place. Tackling not a lie. Oh, I get you. The employee name tag read Rose. Well, how creative. You couldn't judge too much. Chances were Rose was just another backup character. Made to fill the whole world, but not stand in it. She looked the part. No defined features. Just a green apron and a ponytail. Is that what your life here would be like too? Why don't you step inside? Rose offered. I could show you a few of the ropes before you start next week. Next week? That gave you some time to learn the area and figure out exactly who you're supposed to be in this world. Rose looked at you, expectantly, breaking her train of thought. Oh, sure, yeah. Deep down, you knew you couldn't stay long. Wyan had rejected Peter's offer earlier, and the next encounter was bound to happen here. Maybe you could avoid them. Pretend to be busy. If things get desperate, you could claim you needed to help a roommate with something and bolt. Do I even have a roommate? No way you were affording an apartment on a flower shop salary alone. Rose held the door open for you. You stepped inside. It was cozy, shelves lined with blooms, buckets of pre-made bouquets, garden tools tucked neatly in the corner behind the checkout desk. It's really cute, you said, not realizing you spoke aloud until you felt the heat creeping your cheeks. Rose smiled warmly. Thank you. I try to take care of it as best as I can, but it's a lot for one person, she tailed off, looking over the shop before turning back to you with renewed energy. But you're here now. So that's a weight off my shoulders. You have no idea how happy I am to have some help. I didn't know how to respond. Someone wanted you around, or at least need you for work. It was unfamiliar. In your old life, you always been disposable. The third friend trailing behind the main duel. The last one picked for group projects. The only one not invited to the party. The one left out the joke. That was new. Rose's gaze flickered past you as she smiled. Brian, oh, looks like a customer. She turned back to you. Why don't you look around while I check them out? You nod, distracted by your own thoughts. She walked away. The bell jingled again. YN walked in. Oh, crap. You knew you should have left when you had a chance. Pierre wouldn't be far behind. That much you were certain of. Keep your head down. You drifted to the shelves, pretending to admire the flowers. The door jingled again. That must be him. A lump formed in your throat as you stared hard at the label in front of you. Rhododendron. The flower sounded familiar. Remember you'd borrowed a book on flower language once. Just out of curiosity. What did it mean again? Oh, fancy seeing you. Fancy running into you here. That voice made your skin pickle. Your body heated up, whether from flustered nerves or anxiety. You couldn't tell. You focus on the flower in front of you, drowning out the conversation. Rhododendron. Right, they mean... You've been watching me? Danger. And that was chapter 1 and 2 of Rhododendrons Mean Danger. I'm going to try to do it, I'm going to do like 1 or 2 chapters per video. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting down below. And I'll put the link to the fanfic in the pinned comments and in the description. I'll see you guys next time.